Hey guys, so we are here with another Pyro tutorial with the shading and rendering. So we'll create this tree on fire. You can see. So we'll render this again in Redshift. You can see we have some black smoke, very little, not a lot, and this crunchy fire. So we'll see how we can get this look. So what I'll do, I'll not take time to create the setup of the tree, you can say. So what I'll do, I have my file. Oh, yeah. So I have my file, which is. So I'll just save this file as a version 01, and I'll remove whatever I don't need. So I'll create a setup from starting. Geo, okay, grid is okay, and camera is okay. I don't need DOP.NET, and lights are okay. So we have this. So we have this tree and RS sunlight and normal light. Yeah, so we have this. Now what we'll do, if I'll go inside the file and I'll delete these. So what I did, so I downloaded this free model. So you can see in starting, uh, this is so big, so I scale it down. You can see this is not polyfill. So what I did, I just converted this, then I polyfill it. So I fill every single, because we'll create fog or we'll scatter points. So for that, and after that I created normals for this. As you can see, we have some normals, and then I transform it back and I'll scale it down. Then I blast this. As you can see this one, I don't know why they leave it like this. So I blast this thing, I deleted that one, and I just clean it, all the attributes. So I have a clean mesh with points, and there is no attribute, it is completely filled. Okay, so we have this. Now what we'll do, we'll create a pyro source, and for this one again I'll change it to source fuel. I'll remove the density. So we have this, we'll change it to surface scatter. Yeah, 0.1 is okay, or maybe we can go for 0.05. Yeah, you can see. And we have temperature and fuel. And what we'll do after this, we'll create a rasterize, and I'll put here fuel, temperature, and velocity. So we have this. Click on normalize by clamped coverage, so it will smooth it a little bit, and just decrease the resolution. So I'll go 0.01, and I'll go first frame. Oh, it is heavy for the PC. Yeah, so you can see not even this one, this is too much risk. So I'll go 0.05. Yeah, and I'll scale it down, particle scale, so we'll get the accurate result. Yeah, you can see now it is okay as compared to the object. You can see, yeah, so it is okay. So we have this. Now what we'll do, I'll first create attribute noise for fuel and temperature, and I'll change it to fuel and temperature. So we have this. Now I'll change it to a 1D noise, and I'll do animated noise. If I'll play, you can see, maybe no, not now. So I'll remap it to 1.5 to 1.5. You can see now these some portion, it is a blank, some portion it has white. So this is what we need. So it will emit fuel. So one more thing I'll do, I'll decrease the duration a little bit, so what it will animate fast. You can see, yeah, that's cool. And you can change the element size also, you can increase, so your see how it works. You are just increasing and decreasing the size of the noise. I'll leave it on 1, and you can see, yeah, it is okay. And one more thing, I need a point velocity. So this one is interesting, because see, till here we don't have any velocity, but here we'll plug it and we'll create a velocity. You can see we have v. So what we have to do, I'll first add a velocity in this direction, which is minus z and y. So I'll give 2 and -2, so it will go in this direction. And I'll give a curl noise, so I'll show you, so you can see without curl. So I have given direction this side, so I don't want it to be uniform, so I want first of all a curl noise, which I can scale a bit, and I'll decrease the cell size a bit. Yeah, yep, it is okay. So you can see we have this, so we have some point velocity also, and now that's why I did V also here, so that we can rasterize our V also. And now we'll create a null which will be our source. So yeah, so we have this, and now we need a DOPNet, and I need a smoke object. So in this one we'll a little bit talk about this one, combustion model, you can say, whatever the combustion setting, which is this one. I'll tell you what are these settings and how you can utilize them. And we need a volume source. Oh. And I connect this one, and I need a gas resize fluid dynamics, which is so important. I'll press L to layout it, and in volume source again we'll go ///, and we can go to file and source and that. And I'll change here to source fuel, you can see. And smoke object, so I'll do show all objects, so we can see this one. And I'll increase the size by 10 by 10 by 10, and I'll make this 5 because I know that sounds great, and I'll make it 6. So I did this one, so I know what should be the size. So this will be our size, and I'll remove clamp to maximum, otherwise it will close at this, it will not expand anymore. So I'll make a delay frame of 2 frame is okay. So what is delay frame, I'll tell you again. So delay frame is when you play, so it will delay the size of the container for 2 frame this much, then it start changing. And one more thing, I don't want to enforce this boundary. So what I'll do, I'll click on enforce boundaries, I'll remove everything. This is -5. So if I'll play, maybe you can see our Y is not moving, all other are moving, which I want. So we have something, you can see a little bit of smoke, maybe you can see. Okay, I'll remove the grid for now, and yeah, you can see there is a smoke. We'll set up whatever it is. So I'll go for 0.1. So we have this, and I'll set up my multi-field also. So we need air density, and in emission we need temperature. I'll make it 1, and we need heat here, but I have to change the color, as like always I'm changing color. This one, and this yellow, I need a bit pale yellow, not so high. So you can see we have something. Yep, so you can see we have a simulation. So you can see it is going in this direction because our velocity is working. Yeah, so this is the setup. We have our basic setup for the fire, not fire, you can say we have a basic pyro setup. Now after this we'll start changing the values. Even it is looking nice in starting only. Okay, I'll take a play blast, it will not take time, so that we can properly see how the simulation going on, and we can see what the changes we have to do. So as you can see, first of all I have to increase the speed of the fire because this is not matching with the scale. So if you see any tree on fire, maybe I can show you. Burning tree. One second, I'll show you. And in footages we have tree burning. I'll show you normal fire, how tree fire. You can see this fire also. So we have this stock footage. Yeah, you can see even it is not, means just I'm showing with the scale how is the behavior. It is so turbulent, you can see how much fast it is, but we don't want this smoke, because this is just because of that petrol and everything which is burning inside. So your material also matters when you are creating fire. So we have wood, so I'll create a very thin smoke which is barely visible, as you saw in, okay, that remove. Okay, so we have this. So after this, first of all I'll show you the settings. Okay, so yeah, one more thing, if I want to get more heat or more fuel to burn, I can increase from here. So you can see you have more fuel now. You can see the expansion also. So what I'll do, I'll make it one only, I'm just showing you. And if you want it to raise up more, you can change the temperature. And if you want that point velocity work a lot, you can see I change it to 10, and you can see how it is working. So this is one thing. Okay, so now first of all we'll see smoke object. Oh, we don't need, yeah, will not change anything. And you can decrease the density, so you can see only your fire, because we'll render this fire and this will be very less. So you can set this here also. So we'll work on division 1.1, sorry. So in PyroSolver you can see simulation. So what is temperature diffusion? Temperature diffusion is how the temperature is diffused, how much fast it will diffuse. Like we have a, you can say, black body radiation, which is, you can say your color is going from black to white, or you can say white to black. So how much time it will take to diffuse from one color to another, you can say how much fast it will cool down, you can say. So I'll make it 0.1 because I don't want it to diffuse so fast, but I want it to cool fast, so I'll make it 0.8. And viscosity will be 0, and I'll increase a bit of buoyancy lift, and I'll play again. I don't know why it is a bit, yeah, you can see now because of buoyancy it is going a bit high. And see this mushroom shape which will break. So these are the settings. We'll do temperature diffusion, cooling, viscosity we are not using in this one. Buoyancy lift, everyone know buoyancy, how much fast it will go up. And now come to combustion. So combustion, first of all, this is ignition temperature. So what is ignition temperature? So your you can say fluid or whatever, this is smoke and everything. If this temperature will reach 0.1, then it start combustion. So this is ignition temperature. If I'll make our you can see here, if I'll make our fuel, okay, I'll make it 1, and I'll make this ignition temperature 10. So it will, you can see nothing will happen, because our fuel can't reach this value. But if I'll make it 100, you can see it will work. Okay, 1 second, I'll see what happened. I'll make it 10 because maybe it's so high value. Yeah, you can see here. So now we have fuel of 10 scale, and this temperature is 1, that's why start ignited. So what I'll do, I'll change it back to 0.1, and this one is 1. And again, what is burn rate, how much fast it will burn the fuel? So I'll make it 0.95, I want it to burn fast. And fuel inefficiency means, you can see here also, it is like if you will make this value 0, there will be no fuel will be burned, and if you'll make it 1, full fuel will be burned. So what we can do, we can make it 0.2, so a little bit of the fuel will be remaining, it will not burn completely. Yeah. And now, so what is temperature output? So temperature output is a new temperature. After this fuel will burn, it will create a new temperature. So we can set how much we want this temperature output. So we can change it to 0.15, and we'll see. Yes, so we are getting something, and I hope what we can do, we can give this a bit of value, 2.5 maybe, because I want it to go this side, not completely up. but I don't want it to go. Yeah, so that's cool. And now you can see, I'll go back. Okay, and this one. After this we have flame. So this is flame height. So higher the value, the length of the flame will be more. Even you can read it this here also it is written. Higher values give taller flames, and lower values give a smaller flame. So if I'll give one, which is I hope good for the fire, because I don't want it to be a long flame of fire. You can see, even still you can see this thing which you have to break. See this mushroom shape, we have to break this, but you can see this fire. Yeah, it looks cool. So this will be, I'll make one only. And now in a smoke, so we have emit a smoke on, because of that we are getting this smoke. So we have a smoke amount, we can make it 10, and you can see we have more smoke now. You can see we have more smoke which I don't want for this. So, and this is heat cutoff. So when heat will decay this much, then we can get that smoke. If I'll increase this, you can see we have more smoke. Yeah, you can see we have more smoke. So this is what heat cutoff. So I'll make it 0.2 again. These are not useful for now. Advect fuel we can use. Okay, we'll see if we'll use this. And come to shape now. So we have dissipation, which I can increase to 0.2, and we need disturbance, turbulence. So disturbance I'll go for 1, and turbulence I'll change to 0.25, and play this and see what happens. So now you will get some, see that mushroom breaks. Yeah, you can see still we have a little bit which we can okay, I have to small my what you can say turbulence size, that's fill size in turbulence, so that we can break this thing. Okay, so I'll again do a play blast, because main thing is the simulation speed for me. 90% time I want that first simulation to look good. These smoke and this crispiness you can get in shader also, if you work on that a little bit. You can see we got something. Yeah, I like this speed also. Even we can increase this one. Yeah, but it looks good. And this is the resolution on 0.1. For render, whatever I showed you, that is on 0.35. We can go a little bit more lower, or we can go 0.25, but it will take time. So I'll, yeah, you can see we are getting something, and we are getting this effect. It is breaking when fire, see fire is breaking apart, so that is also good. So we are getting something. And what I'll do in turbulence, I'll go and visualize it. So I'll go for YZ plane. You can see the turbulence, the swill size is okay, but I want a little bit low, so I'll go 0.75. Yeah, and I'll change this to 0.5 maybe. Yeah, and you can see disturbance also, I'll go for 0.15 block size. And even you can control this thing, you can control and density, so you can change with this ramp. So where you have less density you will get less value, and if you have more density you will get more value. But we are not using this for now. So we did a little bit of changes, and we'll see. We can use sharpening also, shredding also for this, but for whatever I showed you in starting that render, in that I used only turbulence and disturbance, because for shredding and I hope confinement and everything we can create another example, we'll do in later lessons. So for now I am focusing on the fire, so we should get that behavior of fire. Yeah, you can see we break that thing and we get that turbulence. Yeah, we get that turbulence. We can even increase this turbulence more, but I don't want to break the simulation. If you will do a lot of those things, then you will break the simulation also. So you can see, yeah, it looks good for now. Yep. So I'll go and see what we can change. Yeah, confinement we can give a value of to what it will do. It will create a roundness. You can see it will create a little bit roundness. And yeah, one more thing, if you'll go like higher resolutions, then you can see those values affecting more, because the that voxel size also decreased. So it changes a little bit, not a lot, like in Maya. So the biggest problem I have is like if I'm working on a simulation with you can say 100 resolution, so it is showing something, but when I'll go for 200, so it will change the simulation because your voxel size and everything change. So but in this one we don't have that problem. It will change but not that much. It will clear the voxels, it will increase the resolution. You can see we are getting something much better than before. So with confinement, yeah, so with confinement you can see we have our fire look now. The behavior looks like fire now. I like this one. Yep. So we have this now. What I'll do, you can see no other things. Hope we don't want to change. And yeah, I hope we should create a gravity also. Maybe we have to decrease the value of gravity because sometimes it is so strong. So what I want, when this fuel will be or you can say when this yeah, our fluid will be like, you can say, cool down, so it should react with the gravity. When it is a hot like you can say hot gas, this is a hot gas, this temperature and with the fuel and burn and heat everything, so it should rise up. But when see now it is not going so up just because of gravity. And you can even increase decrease gravity, depends on what you are creating and what behavior you want. So we'll see one more. Yeah, so you can see we got now you can see we have that look of fire. Yep. So now what I'll do, for showing the shading of this thing, so I'll create a geo node. Inside that I'll create a file and I'll import my cache whatever I did for that thing. So I'll go learn files and in geo maybe, yeah. So we have this, because if I start rendering this it will take a bit of time. So I'll remove both the things. Yeah, you can see we have this. So we need till 100 frames, yeah, which is good. So we have this. So I'll show you how you can set up the renderer for this, and I'm using Redshift. So we have this RS volume. I'll delete these both. I'll create a new one. I'll go to OBJ and first of all I need this grid back. And we have light. So light is same. We have a RS sunlight which is direction in this direction, and we have a normal light which is this one, you can see. And same, nothing I did in sunlight intensity multiplier 0.1, and this contribution is one which I will make 0.4, and sunlight same thing. So I'm not using global illumination for this one now, because you know it will take a lot of time. So go and select our geo, go to render and RS volume. So yeah, one more thing I want to show you in for this thing. So sometime you are getting this in maybe higher version of Redshift. You can get that Redshift like we have this Arnold, so we can get that Redshift. So in this one, how you have to get, you have to select the geo node to go to Redshift, and you have to click on add OBJ parameter. You can see here and see it is added. So in this one also we have a lot of setting. Sometime you have to use mat for this thing, and you have volume settings also, use velocity grid. So these things are also very useful. You can try this thing. So we applied that one, and I'll go to render view and I'll render this. Okay, render view aborted render due to following error. There is a less than 128 MB of free VRAM once fixed data. photon map, iridescence, point cloud, iridescence sketch, and minimal may are considered. Okay, I hope it is on, not on, but why it is showing it is on. It is off. Okay, maybe I'll make it, because I didn't use that one, so it should not affect, I hope. Yeah, see, there is no, I didn't on this thing, but my ray was 1024. I was doing some experiment yesterday, so that's why. So you can see we have something. So we can go to shop, and now again this emission to heat, and this one should be temperature, and now render. You see, we get some different result, and we need our this thing like this. Here I need a bit of yellow, render it, so we get some look. You can see the, and you can see this smoke also, so I'll show you the smoke. Yeah, you can see now we have that smoke also. This is light. So what I did, I make it 0.1 because I want it so faded, not a lot. 0.1 or maybe 0.25. Yeah, so you can see this a little bit of smoke and this fire. So what we'll do first, I'll change it to 4 maybe. I have multiplied it. 3, not that much. Yeah, and I'll move this one and put a black color here, and you can see what is the difference. So you maybe saw that we are getting some inside this transparency. This is just because of this black color, and you can see the same view I'll render. You can see, so this black we need, so that we can get some, and it will decrease a little bit of heat also, you can see. And if I'll move this, oh, not this black color, you can see. Yeah, and maybe I'll move it here. Yep, so we have this, and I hope yeah, one more thing you can do, you can go back to advanced, and here we have emission range. We can change it to not to 1.5. Yeah, so we have this. Yep, and our orange should be more, this thing should be more. So we have a look like this. Yeah, so we are getting these streaks also, and see, this is one frame. And one more thing I'll show you. So what I did, I have nuke, and I'll open my this thing, because that is never the final whatever is going for production. So for that we have our this fire, and I did some test yesterday for this thing also. So we have this, you can see whatever I rendered yesterday. So we have this fire, and this is not a perfect without the composition. Composition is like you are adding beauty in the thing. So you can use a grade first, which will, you can increase and decrease the gain. So this is not a pass, this is a full render, that's why it is affecting fully. But when we'll do for production, we have to give pass for the fire, for the smoke and everything, so they can play with that. So you have this thing, and you can put a bit of glow, and you can see it is so high. Yeah, and one more thing, motion blur, which I like in this one. You can use your vector motion vector pass also for this thing. And if I'll play, I want this to be start from 15 frame or maybe it's 20 frame. You can see, so we have that motion blur also, we have this smoke also, and we have still we have that crispiness of fire. You can see, yeah. So you can see in my one I have given a bit more fuel, maybe I use 1.5 in this setting. You can see obj, and in .NET, so in this one I used 1.5 or maybe 2, that's why we have more heat in my this simulation. You can see how it looks like. Yeah, so this is how you can create this tree on fire, and if you want this model you can go and check on Google. So I just tried tree model, so without leaves, or you can say yeah, you can search on Google, you can find on many websites free, and you can try this. If you have any issue, you can ask me, I can give you the file also for this thing. I can give you Dropbox or Google Drive, whatever you want. So this is how we create the fire look. As you can see, still we can do a lot of you can see here, yeah, we have fire, and you can see that fire has a lot of you can see. So maybe I decrease this thing, and I'll render this much. So I'm using Redshift because it is much faster than Mantra for me, and it is giving a better result also. And maybe I'll remove this one. Yeah, and 2. That's what you have to do, a lot of changes to get the perfect look, but that's how we can create fire. You can see we are getting that streak. Yeah, so that's it for this tutorial, and if you have any issue or you want file, then you can message me, or you can comment under that, I will add the description. Okay, thank you.